everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing the spring summer look and I am using the Shayla and Colourpop collection that I just purchased recently. I purchased 3 products from this collection. So first is the Perception palette, of course. How can I not? You get a beautiful big mirror and these gorgeous eyeshadows. And first of all, I have to say all these colors are very versatile. They look great on all skin tones, but they're extremely complementary on brown skin tones and warm skin tones, hands down. Very compact, very light. You can just take this with you when you're traveling, weekend trip, whatever it is. You have all the eyeshadows I think that you need. 50% of the eyeshadows right over here in this section. You have your rose golds, you have your golds, your neutrals, your brown, oranges, and I think that can be worn every single day and you can do so many different combinations with that look, do a natural look or a dramatic look. On this side of the palette, you have these pops of color and this is where you get to have a little bit of fun. This palette is great all year round. You can do so many eye combos with this palette. Each and every eyeshadow is so wearable, it's so usable. I can't say that there isn't an eyeshadow in this palette that I don't see me using. Every single eyeshadow in this palette is something I will be wearing a lot, not just once or twice, but I can see myself wearing all these eyeshadows numerous times. So I think this palette is very much, I think, a good investment. It's worthwhile. It has so much value and it's $23. So I think it's a great buy. And if you were only going to buy one product, I would highly recommend the Perception eyeshadow palette. Next is the Boomin highlighter that I purchased. It's in a light gold shade and you get so much product and it's $7, great value. The powder and the finish is really nice. I think it just goes on as a really nice sheen. You can apply it naturally. You can use it lightly and have a natural look with it, or you can also intensify it. So I think it's a great buy as well. So the third product that I got was this lipstick in Come On Sis. Beautiful rose gold packaging. And for me, this turned out to be a dupe for the Tarte TBT Liquid Matte Paint. Yes, on my skin tone, I would say at least on my skin tone, they look identical. This is approximately $20 at Sephora and Ulta. This lipstick is $7. So if you're looking for a neutral shade, I love this. It's one of my favorites, but this is $7 and it gives you the same color payoff if you're my skin tone at least. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the Orange Corrector from LA Girl. And now I'm going to take a brush and now I'm going to just blend out the corrector. I'm blending this out because I want to just make sure that there's no excess product left, and also I want to make sure that my entire face doesn't turn orange once we put on the foundation. So okay, for foundation I am using the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Golden Beige right here in the Dewy and Smooth formula. Here I'm just stippling my brush because I don't want the orange corrector to move around and make my face orange. So I'm just tapping that in. Kind of blending this foundation also into my hairlines because I don't want a color difference between my scalp and my forehead, so just kind of blending that in, sweeping upwards motion. All right, now for concealer, I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Pure Beige. I am bringing this concealer all the way down to the sides of my nose so I can hide any dark shadowy spots that usually are around this part of my face. Okay, now I'm going to take my Beauty Blender by Morphe and I'm going to press my concealer in. I find that the Beauty Blender really does work well compared to a brush when you are applying foundation and just pressing that into your skin. Just gives it a better coverage. And I think it does not take away from the concealer as well. My nose can use a little bit more concealer. I'm going to set my concealer now with the Mercier translucent setting powder. Pressing that in under my eye before the creasing begins. Go over the areas that I applied concealer to. I like putting the Mercier translucent powder where I tend to get oily the most, which is my T-zone. That way my makeup can last long and I can shine in all the right places. Okay, so for now, we are done with the face. We are going to move on to the eyes. I am going to fill in my brows with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Espresso, and I will be right back. I filled in my brows and now we'll move on to the eyes, and I'm going to prime my eyelids with the Soft Ochre MAC Paint Pot. Kind of taking my finger and blending that in, removing any excess product that I might have. We are almost done priming our eyelids. I'm just going to take some of that translucent powder and go over my eyelids so that way I can blend it out the eyeshadows easily. We are going to dive into the Perception palette. So I'm going to use Culture as my transition shade. Next, I am taking the shade Thic right here, this beautiful orange shade, right in my crease. I'm going to deepen up that crease a bit. So next I'm going to go in with this brown shade here, Played Out. Okay, so we are ready for our exciting lid shade. I'm going to be taking this color IE right here. taking this e.l.f. Makeup Mist spray to intensify that green eyeshadow. And then I did put some of the Unbothered shade in my inner corners just to brighten up my eye. So that's what I'll do on my next eye. I think I'm going to just start off with Unbothered right here and put that in my inner corners. Oh, it's such a beautiful olive green shade. So versatile. I feel like I can wear this shade all year round. Just blending out Unbothered a little bit more. That's beautiful. I'm very, very happy. I do have a little bit of fallout though, so let me remove that. So next I'm gonna go in with the MAC Blacktrack Fluid Line. I'm going to be coating a bit of both the sides of my brush, so that way I can get that intensity. Okay, our eyeliner is done. Now I'm gonna blend out the bottom lash line. I am first taking the shade Thic from the Perception palette and blending that on my lower lash line first. And then what I want to do is use Played Out and blend my lower lash line out. Okay, so now to finish off my eyes, I'm going to be using the Voluminous L'Oreal Mascara and just coat my lashes. Now we're going to move back to the face again, and I am going to be using this NYX Matte Bronzer to warm up my face in the shade Deep Tan. So we are going to move on to the Shayla Colourpop Boomin highlighter. As you can see, guys, the highlighter is really coming through. That highlighter is booming. Okay, so we are done with the rest of our face, and I am going to now finish off with the lips, and I am using the lip liner Coffee and Kissy by Morphe. Let me just use the mirror in the Perception palette. And I am going to be using Shayla and Colourpop's lipstick in Come On Sis. I am loving this look. And last but not least, gonna set my makeup with the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. Okay, I'm going to change and be right back. Guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.